So I have great news for you. If you are a little bit confused on what angles to use for your ads or what offers should you consider when you are targeting your target audience, Facebook actually has a neat, great tool that you can use to spy on your competition and industry leaders, and that's something that's called Facebook Ad Library. I will not dwell too much in the history on this tool, but basically it was created after 2016 presidential election when Trump won, and there was a lot of controversy about Cambridge Analytica and how these results were influenced by Facebook ads. So ever since then, we have access to this tool, and what it does is that we can choose a specific Facebook page and we can check what kind of ads are they running. And why it is great is because we can choose our industry leaders and see what are they currently advertising, or our competition. What ads are they using? What offers are they using? What landing pages are they using? You can just get inspiration about what's perhaps working for them, or maybe of a different angle that you haven't really considered yet. So now let's take a look at this tool in practice so I can show you how it works and how you would possibly approach it. All right, so this is Facebook Ads Library, and you can find it by typing in the link that you just saw, or you can just Google it, Meta Ads Library, and once you click on it, you will find this page here. So how can you utilize it? It's basically, you can search for ads, and the first thing that you have to do is to choose the country. So here we can choose which country I want to look for my ads, and let's say I want to target, maybe not Australia, let's go for United States because it's the biggest and the most powerful market out there. And usually when companies would consider running their ads, it's also one of the most competitive markets. So you are sure if you're targeting United States, those ads more likely are going to be more polished than for countries where competition is less. Because if they're running ads in USA, they're way more expensive, and probably because they're more expensive, there's also been way much thought put behind these ads. So it really conveys the correct offer for correct audience with the good visuals, and it's important because if it would not be so, they would just be wasting all of their money. Especially for medium and small businesses, they have to get their ads very optimized. But if they're a bigger business, it just means that they have more people, more time, and more budget to create a good ad. And here you can just spy on the competition to see what they're doing, or industry leaders. So here we have to find also the category. Where are we looking for these ads? What kind of ads are we looking for? And Facebook actually has 5 different categories. Actually 4 that you should pay attention to if you are advertising one of these categories, like housing, politics, employment, or credit. Because for these ads, you have to be very specific on how you target them and what can you say in them. But if you have a more generic product or service that you want to offer, you can just click all ads and you will have less restrictions, or almost no restrictions, if you're of course not selling or trying to promote anything illegal, or that's Facebook's policies like guns, drugs, alcohol, and other illegal or shady activities. So now what we have chosen our target country, and let's say for just the reasons of market research, let's put United States, because I assume they will have the market leaders advertising in this market. And now I can search by a specific Facebook page or by specific keyword. And let's say I own a shoe brand and I wanna know what Nike is doing. So what I would do, I would look up for their brand, and I see that there's multiple Nike brands. So I'll just try with the first one, which has the most follower count. And now I can see all of their ads that they're currently running. And it seems they're running 1,300 ads right now. So most of these seem very simple catalog ads, at least here. So these are probably the dynamic ads that are pulled straight from Nike's website with catalog ads that Facebook automatically shows from their website. It's fine for them because Nike is a very recognizable brand. But if you are a nobody and nobody knows your brand, I don't actually suggest to use this method, because I suggest you to create your own visuals just to capture attention. In Nike's place, it's easy for them because everybody knows what Nike is. So let's see what else are they advertising. So here they also have a guy that's muscular and advertising Dry Fit Ultra Comfort underwear. Okay, and this is also about underwear. Also, be mindful that it's not always easy to show ads with naked models. For big brands, it's easier because they can just directly contact the support and whitelist those ads. But for smaller brands, it could be a hassle. So I just ask you to skip half-naked ads in bikinis and underwear whatsoever, because they might get banned. And if they get banned, it will influence your page score and make your account more susceptible to bans and disabled accounts. Then I can also look at different videos to see how they are created and what are they showcasing, just to give me maybe an inspiration on what can I do in my specific niche. Actually, something that I have noticed recently is that these big brands like Nike not always have the best ads. Like, okay, I like this one because it's an action and it's visually compelling and it captures attention, but ads like this and this, they just seem so amateurish and cheap, and that's actually not the first time I'm seeing something like this. So I'm assuming they just have the money to burn, and sales are not the most important campaign for them because they're still getting awareness even for ads like this. Then you can also consider, for example, my favorite one is always to check what Trump is doing. If you're into politics and you want to advertise also politically, or you just want to see what Trump is doing, I like to check out his ads because they're interesting to me, at least. So the design seems very basic, but I wouldn't actually expect Trump ads to be anything more sophisticated, because if you have seen Trump and his mannerisms, he usually speaks in very simple language, using very short sentences, being very concise, and I see it's also the same in these ads. It's just very short ad copies, it's very simple images, nothing too crazy, and this is even better, it's just $29 donate. That's it, that's the whole ad. We can't afford more of Biden's America, so this is going against political opponents. Also an interesting angle, and yes, not guilty, and would end the witch hunt. Have been wrongfully put on trial. Once again, the Democrats will do anything to keep me off the campaign trail. Yeah, I will never give up on America. Yeah, I mean, this is probably not the place where you can, check business ideas, but if you are curious what Trump is doing, or any other president candidate, that's definitely something that you can check. And also you can look at the destinations. So for example, the ad where he was asking for donations. Let's see what happens if we click. So here I can put $3,000 or $1,000. Let's say $5,000, and I will give him $5,000 every month, and then I'll just complete this form. So why I'm showing this to you is because it doesn't matter of your niche or your product or your service. Once you find your competition, once you find your industry leaders, you can not only look at their ads and get the ideas about how they're structuring their ad copies, images or videos, but also how their websites look, how their landing pages look, How long are their forms? What are they asking in their forms? How are they built? So I can gain inspiration. There was this one famous quote from the internet that I really like to quote, and that's, "Don't reinvent the wheel. The wheel has already been invented thousands and times before." So if you wanna get cool ideas, then just spy on your industry leaders. Use Facebook Ad Library.